Alright guys, let us see if this is a match made in heaven. Oh yes! Oh my god, that is so hideous! That is one of the grossest things I have ever seen. What a great new ability! Patch 278 for Ark Survival Evolved has arrived. It is TLC Pass number 1, and 5 creatures have been included. If you find yourself enjoying today's video, go ahead and click the like button. If you're brand new, my name's UniteTheClans, and in today's video we are going to be covering all 5 of the creatures and their new changes. We will take a look at their new models, their new abilities, including that, how gross, and we will talk a little bit about each and every one of these. Alright guys, the TLC Pass 1 patch has arrived. Some old creatures have gotten some new love, and we're going to be spending some time taking a look at them. Let us get started with the best of the best, the new Direbear. The thing got a model update, I think they call it, an animation update, new fur, and new abilities. And of course, not only is there a Direbear, there is an aberrant Direbear. I'm going to quickly pull up this. You can pause, you can have a look. Somewhere all in here should be the summon commands for the 2 new aberrant creatures, the Direbear and the Gigantopithecus. They don't really exist yet, but I figured it out based on other aberrant creatures that were originally part of the vanilla game. So with the Direbear, the aberrant version, we got new stripes down the back, which I assume would be a new color region. Just like all the other vanilla aberrant creatures, they glow. If it becomes night while I'm recording, we'll take a look at them again. So let's talk about new abilities for the Direbear while I'm here. The Direbear, when riding, the player becomes immune to bee attacks. They're not able to knock you off, and they will target the bear instead of you, which is kind of cool. Most importantly, the Direbear will also be able to harvest honey from wild beehives, and he's able to do that without attracting the bees or hurting the hive, and that's only if you use the secondary attack. And the amount of honey it gets is 3 times the standard. So on my servers, when I raid, on most of our servers, when I raid a beehive, I get 5, so I would assume you would get 15. And the last little update, it swims faster, which I always thought it should be a better swimmer. Personally, bears are pretty decent swimmers IRL, and the Direbear was always a crappy swimmer, considering what a good runner it is. So, Direbear gets an update. Just an important note for those of you that are breeders, when the color regions change, they change dramatically. This creature before would have had a brown belly and a white back, now it has a brown back and a white belly. And they also have some unique coloring around the eyes, making them look kind of panda bear-like, depending on the color scheme. The new eyes look really good from far away. It makes them more grizzly-like, and from a distance, not so much. Now, one thing I will do before we go is slap a Direbear saddle on this thing, and you guys can take a look. You can let me know. They have not changed it drastically. The body shape back here hasn't changed much, but the head shape has changed, and I think they need to adjust it. It looks like it's being choked by that bit that it's chomping on. I think that should be moved further up in its mouth. Just me. It's always been a nice saddle, but that didn't get any love. None of the saddles got love, or TLC this time around. Guys, I just noticed this one, but I think the turning radius is way better on the bear. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you could do circles. Like, look at how tight these circles are. I don't think you could do that before. That's too tight. Those circles are just making me dizzy. Okay, now obviously Gigantopithecus does not come with a saddle. You can still ride this, and the coolest thing we will get to is that it can take on zip lines. But before we get there, let's take a look at everything that's been updated for the new Gigantopithecus. So this creature is essentially Bigfoot, and we've had it for a long time. It's been a passive tame and usually a very frustrating one, and it always had a very human looking face. It has since been updated and now has quite the gorilla-like face. I think I like it. I really have no complaints. It doesn't seem to me as though the body has changed too much. When I was floating around the Patreon server earlier, people said they thought the body had changed. Obviously the fur has changed. So it has new fur, a new face, new animations, and new sounds, interestingly enough. It also has some new abilities. So the Bigfoot will, they call it the Bigfoot, the Gigantopithecus will receive an armor-degrading attack. So when it fights, it will do more damage to your armor's durability. It's important to note that the armor-degrading attack will not affect the Yeti creatures that are found in game. Those are like cave Bigfoot, basically. It added the capability to climb zip lines, but not to jump between them, and it added a jump. The jump is really good. I gotta be honest. That is a great jump. Here in the darkness here, you guys can get a very good look at the color patterns of the stripes. Very interesting how they did it. And let's go find us that dang zip line. It's a little hard to see them for parts of it, but how cool is that? I like this a lot, guys. I think that is an awesome addition. It gives them a new use, and it makes them pretty useful. So the one thing that a Ravager can do is jump between the lines that this thing cannot. But this thing's pretty cool. And jump at the end of it. I love that, guys. So when I talked about in the description, it talked about its throwing ability has been made more accurate with a crosshair and stuff, just like the crab. So you can see I had my HUD off, but if you do use the crosshair, you can really aim this thing. And just throw yourself at the ground. There we go. So this thing's pretty fantastic. I'm pretty impressed with it. Nice and fast without any leveling. Jumps like a boss, and it can climb now. Awesome. It can now carry and throw small creatures, and its throwing has been made more accurate, similar to crabs. I gotta try this, guys. I didn't know it could throw small creatures or pick them up. Okay, so let's see. No. Oh, yeah, that throws me. BRB. Oh, guys, I did it. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, that is cool. So it is the C command. And if you pick it up, let's see. Now, when I throw, is it going to throw me again, or is it going to throw the creature? Okay, that'll throw me. So maybe I press C again? Yes, I do. Oh, look at this, guys. Okay, ready? See you later, Featherlight. Oh, that is awesome. That is so awesome, guys. We could be cousins. The resemblance is uncanny. Alright guys, I wanted to show you, it took me a minute to track down this stupid Featherlight. This is where we were standing when we flung that adorable little Featherlight. Let's go see how far it went. And you are not going to believe this when we talk about the ability to fling small shoulder pets. I started my search right over here. I figured it would have landed here. Nope. Keep going. Keep going all the way past this fancy looking brand new Rex. Oh, uh-oh. So this Featherlight got involved in that fight. But he was basically standing right over here. Right over here, and the Gigantopithecus are away the heck over there. It's insane how far he went flying. It is absolutely wild. I have never loved and adored this creature, but I must say with its recent upgrades, I kind of love and adore this thing, guys. This is so far my favorite of the upgrades. I think they have made this thing way, 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 way better. Even if you don't like the looks, the new features, the new abilities, they are awesome abilities. I mean, bears and honey, that's cool. But this thing can fling a jerboa across the whole map. How do you beat that? Alright guys, we have seen the two aberrant versions, the Direbear and the Gigantopithecus, and their vanilla versions. Let's go take a look at the other vanilla creatures that have gotten some TLC in this recent update. Oh, that is great, guys. Alright, so this, of course, is the King of Kings, the King of the Dinosaurs, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. AKA just the Rex if you play Ark. So, like the others, this thing has received an animation update and a update to the model. The changes to the model were almost all to the head. I don't know if color regions got messed with like they did on the Direbear, but the head has changed. It's a little bit closer to a Giga head, if you ask me. Those ridges, and it might be a little bit more like a little bit less like the Jurassic Park Rex, maybe, and closer to a Giga head. And if I'm not crazy, the feet got some love too. Do those not look different? It might be one of those things where you never really look at it before, so it looks different if you stare at it too long. So I don't know what else has changed with the model. The way the saddle fits on the body and in the mouth, that is pretty much the same as ever. And let's talk about the abilities. So that roar, which has always been fantastic on this creature, it will now make wild creatures poop, and it's sort of a stun attack. So they basically, the way they describe it in the patch notes, they say under a certain drag weight. I don't really know what that means, and most importantly now, this thing has a cooldown. You used to be able to roar over and over and over again, now you must roar and wait. Therefore you can't, they call it poop locking, you can't continuously poop lock anything. And the roar will not be able to scare anything above its level, interestingly enough. So this is a level 150 Rex. If you had a level 180 something or other wandering around, this Rex would not be able to scare it. Alright guys, the final upgrade for the Rex. This has always been a creature that has been a little bit hard to maneuver. They tend to get stuck and they tend to not be very good at going up slopes. Well, that has changed. It can climb rocks. The turning radius still sucks a fat one, but the ability to climb and get over things, it has changed dramatically. Can I get up on this mushroom? Guaranteed it, no problem. Up on this rock? Guarantee it, no problem. This ledge over here used to give you problems. Not anymore. Alright guys, check this ability out. That is amazing compared to how this thing used to work on obstacles. It is so much better than it used to be. It's not even close. Alright, so that is it for the Mighty Rex. The ability to climb slopes, the ability to make you poop with its roar. Are we done? We ain't done. There's 2 more vanilla creatures we have yet to take a look at. I'm going to save the Procoptodon for last because it got some adorable, cool abilities. Get ready, that's what this bulb dog is for. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to meet your new Direwolf. What do you think? What do you think? So, like the other creatures, it has received a model update, an animation update, and new fur before we get to its new abilities. This version, where the 2 colors, the 2 primary colors on the wolf are very similar, actually looks good. I like it a lot. One thing I will say for the new wolves, if you get 2 very different colors, very light, very dark, like a white and a dark gray, or a white and a ginger, it will not look like a wolf. It will look closer to a husky or to an Akita, that Japanese dog with the little curly tail. You know what? Let's spawn in some extra direwolves. Alright guys, so I think you can see the difference now. Very similar colors, looks good. Slightly different colors, still looks okay. These colors very similar, I think it looks okay. These are drastically different colors. That thing looks weird to me. It looks like a weird sheepdog. That does not look like a wolf anymore. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the clear, clean lines, it looks like it's a race car, or a husky, or like I said, a Akita, whatchamacallit. So here's the thing, guys. It's the face, as much as the regions, that people are complaining about. I asked my whole Patreon community, what do you think of this update? What do you think of the TLC? What are you excited about? And the only complaint I heard back is the wolves look stupid. I don't know if they look stupid, because realistically, with those matching colors, I think he looks good. But if you've been working hard on a 2-tone color scheme for your direwolves, they may look kind of dumb now. My humble opinion, just me. So let me know in the comments. Do you like it? Do you like the new face? Do you like the new color regions? But this is the Direwolf, and it didn't just get a new look. It got some new abilities. Alright, and it's important that we brought in a bunch, because the Howl will now activate a pack buff for 90 seconds with a 1.5 minute cooldown. So when the Alpha howls, the pack also howls. The pack buff strengthens the Alpha as well as its pack, and a reduced amount versus Alpha. I wonder what that means. Oh, the pack gets less than the Alpha gets. Who is the Alpha? Right here. Oh, he lost his glow? I love that! I love that, guys. I hated that glow. It just says pack leader now. I like that so much better. So let's go ahead here and give it a howl. Now they get the glow. Okay, well, I still hate the glow. I still think that looks really, really stupid. Nothing you can do about it, though. But yeah, they get this pack buff. You didn't howl? You're not part of the pack? Anyway, guys, so that is how that looks. Pretty nice. Another cool feature, guys, and one that fits in totally with the creature. The Hunter's Instinct passive buff. That will allow it to sniff out people and creatures with less than 50% health. How cool is that? It also has a sniff tertiary ability. So it has attack, it has howl, and I suppose, let's try it. Is it C? Hold on a sec. Let's get a good view of this thing. Yeah. That is cool. I like how it kind of sits while it does that. Okay, well, I'm glad that the glow is gone. I kind of hate that the glow also comes back and it hits every single creature, but at least it's got a limited time. These things won't be sitting in your base with the silly glow on their backs. So yeah, it's got the sniff ability, and it can be used, check this out, to indicate nearby explorer notes or to detect buried/stealth creatures. For example, we know the basilisk can bury itself in the ground, as can that weird badger-looking thing, whose name I always forget. So guys, that does it for this Direwolf. It got some very cool abilities, new paint regions, all kinds of stuff. I hope you enjoy it. If you got a favorite out of everything we've looked at so far, be sure to let me know in the comments, but don't make up your mind until you take a look at the mighty kangaroo, aka the Procoptodon. This thing always had kind of a stupid face, if you ask me. It's a little bit better. I mean, it's still kind of a stupid face, but it's definitely a little bit better. Like the other creatures, it receives a model update. I think mainly to the face and ears. I don't know what else might have changed. Mainly face and ears, if you ask me. It also got an animation update. I think the fur is the same as it always was. And it got some new sounds along with new abilities. And the new abilities are pretty great. This one is long overdue, and it has kept a lot of people from using the Procoptodon because it would jump and take silly fall damage. So it now takes reduced fall damage, kind of like some of the other creatures in the game always have, which is awesome. The carry weight will be noticeably increased. Let's take a look. First glance, I just spawned this guy in. 693. Yeah, that's great. That's T-Rex. That's Rex amounts. That is awesome. It also has, I'm going to save this one for the very end, the one that's next in the list, because I love it so much. It has a knockback kick, which can significantly affect larger dinos. So let's have a quick look here. What was that? This is, your left click is a bite. Or maybe it's just burping. Anyway, and then it has this knockback kick. For I don't have anything to kick around here, but if you did, let's go take a good look at it. Whoop. Here we go. You ready for it? Waboom! Waboom! Yeah, I like that, guys. I like that a lot. Added an aimed jump, which can be used by holding down the jump key. This is long overdue as well. Let's turn on the HUD. Oh my gosh! So the Carcinos, the new crab, has given us a lot of cool options. It's upgraded the way the Gigantopithecus works, and it's upgraded the way the Procoptodon works. Tell me that's not awesome! I love that, guys. So it used to be when you would do a big jump like that, you would take so much fall damage that this creature became kind of a silly one to tame. That tail does look different to me. Did the tail get some love too? This is not a creature I spend a lot of time with pre-patch, and I don't know if I will spend more with it post-patch. I think that thing looks good. Babies are imprinted while carried... Sorry, babies imprinted while carried in a... Let's start this over. Cool new ability, guys. Babies imprinted while carried in a Procoptodon pouch receive more affinity. What do you mean babies carried in a Procoptodon pouch? Well, if you're making babies... you can keep them in here, and not just babies, but shoulder pets as well. Now, there are obviously a billion different shoulder pets you could choose to put in its pouch. There is only one that I am desperate to see how it looks, and it is this hideous, spiky tooth thing, the Bulbdog. And I went ahead and gave it vampire eyes, because I think those look awesome on a Bulbdog. Alright guys, let us see if this is a match made in heaven. Oh, yes! Oh my god, that is so hideous! That is one of the grossest things I have ever seen. What a great new ability! One last update, guys, I read. If this is a girl Procoptodon, and it has a boy Procoptodon around, to mate boost it, and you put a person in the pouch, the person eats less food. Is that a useful update? I don't know. People probably requested it, and that's why it happened. The face is way better. The face is definitely better. Alright guys, we did it. We got a new and improved T-Rex. We got a new and improved Procoptodon that can carry an absolutely disgusting Bulbdog in its pouch. We got a new and improved Direwolf. We got a new and improved Direbear, and an aberrant version, which I gotta say I love the look of. We got a new Gigantopithecus, honestly, vastly improved. And we got, of course, his aberrant cousin. Guys, patch 278 is an awesome one. I am really impressed with it, and the next one will bring upgrades to the Argentavis and other old creatures that could use some love. I think they picked a good batch of creatures to start us off with, and I can't wait to see what they do next. If this video is the first one of mine you have ever seen, you can click on my ginger face to subscribe. Click on this playlist to watch my best Arc Aberration videos. Click here to watch my current Arc series. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I am UniteTheClans, and I will see you in the next video.